Yarn Over Fest, and this is Pamela.
Hi.
Pamela, you're from Otter and Pappoose. Where did the name come from?
So it originated from me making an otter for my boyfriend for Christmas. I then made a zebra and I sat them both together and I absolutely loved it. My boyfriend helped me create the design on his computer and he has been absolutely fantastic with that, so that's been really helpful.
Oh, so you've got a techie behind you.
I have. Much needed.
Does help, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. How long have you been crafting?
I started crocheting about 10 years ago. A friend of mine, Kelly, and my nan taught me, and ever since then, I was absolutely
stopped.
Yeah. I've met lots and lots of craft people in every area I've lived. So I used to live in Bath for a few years. I now live in Bristol. So I also run a craft group here in Bristol. And it's been fantastic and I love every part of it now.
So how did you get into the hand-dyed yarn?
So it all kind of started in lockdown. I decided to treat myself to some hand-dyed yarns and then the addiction kind of grew from there. My boyfriend did ask me, well, would you think you'd want to do something like this full time? I said I would, but it would be like building up gradually. So I still work full time currently, and I do this part time on the side. And yeah, I just absolutely loved everything I was seeing. I started watching lots of videos. I got chatting to different people, got some advice, and kind of went from there and just dived into it.
So when do you think you're going to go full time crafting?
It'll be a little while yet. I've still got to keep everything up to scratch with like stalls. This is my first ever stall that I've done. So yeah, it's been quite nervous.
First time this festival has been here.
It is, yeah, very first festival, yeah.
Have you been growing with the festival?
Yeah. So I definitely hope to be along to more. So.
Lovely. Okay, so where are you going from here? I mean, you've got all these lovely yarns. What's your goal for something that you haven't made yet?
Ooh, I'm not sure.
Well, that was just
I've
who
had...
knows. I'm thinking you must be full of ideas.
Yeah, I've had lots of friends with lots of different knitwear things, and I really want to push myself in learning that as well. And then I can really learn lots more with the different yarns that I've never tried before. I can then knit with those and see how they work up. And there's lots of things that you can learn like as you go. And being in a craft group is amazing because there's so many people that are so helpful.
Well, I'm finding
really
that on
good.
YouTube.
Yeah,
I've got crafters there that are quite happy that if I'm stuck, I can just get on the email to them and say, I'm stuck. What do I do with this? I'm about to learn Tunisian.
Ooh.
Which I've not done before, and just when I was thinking about that, up popped one of my subscribers that I subscribe to, doing a tutorial on a Tunisian 10-stitch blanket, and you just do 10 stitches and go around the corner and make the spiral and take it all the way around. So I said, I'd love to do that. If I get stuck, can I shout you? And he went, of course you can.
Yeah.
Here's my email address.
That's what I love about the yarn world because like everyone is so helpful. It's such a lovely community. It really is.
It really is. Yeah. I love your yarns. They're absolutely beautiful. I'd like to go around and go, I'll have 4 of them and 4 of them and 4 of them and 4 of them, but I've got no room to carry any more at home. So have you got a stash as well?
I have.
Yeah.
Just don't tell the boyfriend how big it is.
Mine's still growing. Okay, thank you so much for your time.
No worries. Thank you so much too. It's been wonderful. Lovely to meet you.
All right. Hello. I'm still here in Chipping Sodbury. I feel as though I've been here for weeks, never mind just the day, running around talking to everybody. And now I'm talking to...
I'm Clare Atfield of Wild Field Fibre.
Claire, how did you get into crafting? because I think crafting usually comes before the fibre, doesn't it?
It does.
So tell me how you got into crafting.
Well, I originally trained as a historian and spent a lot of time doing reenacting, and reenactors make their own costumes. So I learned how to spin, knit, crochet, sew, and do all of those sorts of things when I was about 18 or 19. And left it for a bit. I've always done crochet and knitting and cross stitch. And then during lockdown, it was one of those things that I just picked up again. I'm a trained midwife, but I've had to leave midwifery. And so this is now my full-time job.
Wow. That accent. I'm going to say Canada.
Well done, yeah. I'm Canadian. So I grew up in Nova Scotia and Toronto, but I was born in England of English parents.
Wow.
So
Lovely. I love it. I've met people from so many places today, and it's like my YouTube channel. I get to speak to people from all over the world, and we've all got the same thing in common. We're all crafters, and I always say crafters care. So how did you get into doing, I know you've explained that you gave up the one job to do this. How did you get into all these? All the different yarns and...
So I just started with bits that I had left over. I've always wanted to learn how to weave. So I was dyeing my own yarn to weave, and then a friend of mine said they were allergic to wool and asked me to find something. So Tencel, which is one of the shiny ones that I've got here, is a beechwood fibre. It's made in Austria from sustainable eco practices. So it's the best equivalent we've got.
Beechwood?
Beechwood. So like
it's
rayon
from a tree?
Yeah, like rayon and viscose.
Oh wow!
So it crochets beautifully, it knits really lovely, and it's a really nice alternative. And then the rest of my fibres are mostly British fibres. So I live in Shrewsbury, and there's a local farm to me where they have Shropshire heritage sheep, so I have some of their lamb's wool.
Lovely.
And then the rest is blue-faced Leicester or other local fibres, and then also a local alpaca. So I try and keep it as ecological and as economical as possible, and then as sustainable.
So do you go to see the chap from which one? The next village down?
No.
Because he's got alpaca.
So there's a farm near us called Clivewood Farm, and they sell their own alpaca fibre, and I took the fibre that I was given as a gift and had it spun there. So it's very unique. Yes.
How lovely. So how long have you been doing that now?
So I've been doing it part-time, but I've got COVID, I've long COVID, so it's only been the last 6 months where I've quit midwifery and I've been doing this full-time.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's...
And is this the first yarn festival you've been to?
No, I've been lucky enough to have had quite a few last year, but I had to pace them out once a month, and I still pace them now. But I've been very lucky with some of my applications this year, so I get to go to Wonderwool and Yarndale, and hopefully quite a few number of small shows, so I try and keep some local shows as well.
Yarndale, we saw that one advertised, didn't we? Yeah.
And then I'll just do day craft shows in places like Bridgenorth or Shrewsbury, and just have a day out selling yarn to the locals.
Lovely.
Because that's where I want to be, at the heart of it.
That sounds brilliant. And I was looking at all the things you make. They're all from your own yarns.
They are, yes.
Yeah, and they're
So
beautiful.
all the samples here are from my own yarns, either knit by me or by friends.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
It's
I do
lovely to meet you.
appreciate it, and to you too.